Hiya guys, Mark on here on Celtic Crossbows. Some of you have been messaging me already, when will my super duper Quim bolts be ready? The answer is no. There's 5 different types available. We have the 4.5 to 4.10 grain long range, 10 inch, and these are for the likes of your single shot crossbows. Can be used muzzle loaded in the likes of your steambow, but primarily these are for the likes of your steambow survival with a 150 pound limb. They're for over 400 grains. They'd be no good for a 55 pound bow, way too heavy. If I try to throw a brick. Then we go right down through the range end to the baby bolts which fit in the magazines, which are roughly 330 grains, depending if you want to spec it with an anti-burst collar or not. Next question, do they fit the strippers and do they work? Here's our magazines, here's our stripper. Okay, fits in exactly the same as normal for work in your stripper. Do they fit in the M10 mag? Yes, because I've shortened them all after my earlier cock up in the week, and they now fit super duper snuggy wuggy in the M10 magazine. So here's our M10. Voila, here's one I prepared earlier in true Blue Peter fashion. In she goes, bolt drops down straight away into the breech, ready for firing. Okay, so we'll be doing a video on the weekend with the M10 with the collared bolts. I haven't tested them with the uncollared bolts yet in the M10, but that will be the next one. So we do all part of the same video. So here's our Stinger 2. Open our magazine. Strip her in. This is our stack of 5. Because I've discovered that because of the extra width of the broadheads, strips normal. And she's ready to rock and roll. Everything's in place. What about the OP360s? Okay, the OP360s. If you're running an unmodified OP360, you can use the long range bolts, same as the steamboat survival, or you can use the 350 grain bolts. These will not fit, the 350s will not fit in the magazine system. They are slightly longer. I made them that way because if you've got a longer bolt, it's better stability in flight at long range. So I got 2 types available for the magazine, which is the collared and uncollared. For your single shot, really, I got 3 types available. The 405 at 410 grain for your 150 pound limbs. These ones which are about 350 for your 120 and under limbs. Okay, a couple of others I've done, but I was experimenting, which I think I'll want these with myself because they fall somewhere in between the two. What about magazine fitment? Let's have a look. Okay then, first up, Snake Hunter Cobra magazine on your OP360. The new bolts are much fatter in the head, so when they go in, they are very tight on there, so you might need to make a little bit of a shave on the front. Let's have a look at our carbon mag from Danny on spray paint. Here we go. I started tests for everything. So let's hold that down with my hand firmly in place. Oh dear, she sticks. This isn't a problem. What you need to do in the front here with a Dremel is machine out a couple of millimeters to give you a bit more clearance on the magazine from Danny from spray paint. So with your conventional bolts, have I got one to hand? I think I have. Here we are. So here's our steambow heavyweight bodkin. Obviously, it just drops straight down in and ready to use. But with the the fatter, and these are much fatter heads, she jams coming through. So I'm going to show you in an upcoming video how to modify the front of your magazine and where to make the necessary cuts and channels for the bolt to come through. Because if you look at the head of the bolt now, it's a diamond. You can get on the camera. It's a diamond cross section, and the top and bottom. The bottom sits down the rail, that's no problem. Is the top half of the diamond cutting a trough through the top or the bottom underside of your magazine rail. So I'll be showing you how to cut and modify those. Right then, so what you've got, basically you've got 4 sizes and 4 weights of bolts. This is going to be the basic bolt, which is going to be £45 for a set of 5 without the anti-burst collar, weighted approximately 325 grains. Same bolt but with the anti-burst collar, and these are going to be around about £47.50 a set plus postage, and these are about 335 grain. Slightly longer then for the likes of the OP360 Prophecy Cobra, these are about 375 grain anti-burst collar, steel shafted. They produce up to approximately £120 limb. For those of you that are going over 120, £150, you'll be wanting these. These are roughly 405 to 410 grains, anti-burst collar, steel shafted, obviously the same heavyweight hunting tip. And these are going to be around about £50 for a set of 5 because of the extra material using the shaft and the weight. More steel, more cost, simple. Okay, so these are going to be around about £50 for a set of 5, down to £45 for a set of 5 for the standard bolt without the anti-burst collar. But I seriously do recommend the anti-burst collar for the simple reason, if you hit a hard target, if you're going out deliberately to hit a hard target to test the bolts and break them, they will break. It's a fact of life. Because the layers of carbon fibre which run down the shaft, when that impact hits there, the shock force magnifies down the length of the shaft, and it'll cause the shaft to split lengthwise. So it won't snap the head. What actually happens is the shaft will split from the shock input. And that's why I put in anti-burst collars on them, because they'll prevent the shafts from splitting. These have been araldited inside, with the heads araldited in, so they araldited inside, outside, collar put on to reinforce the heads seriously. So that's why you pay £47.50 for a set of 5, plus the old postage and packaging. Again, if you go onto my post section, each set, I'll do a picture for each set with the prices, the length, the weight, as you can see exactly what is what. Okay, for the M10 mag, either bolt will work collared or uncollared, depending again what limb you're using, what you're going to be fighting against. If you're going to be fighting against a brick wall, you're using 150, 120 pound limb, you definitely need the collared. It will split down the shaft. If you're using the 55 to 90 pound limbs, you're okay using the standard bolt, and if the head pops out, just glue it back in. As simple as that. Because when you buy your bolts, even direct from Steamboat, Go Gun, they're only held in with hot glue as all holds them in. So you can just reattach them using araldite, which is much stronger than super glue and hot glue, and it takes a hell of an impact to dislodge the araldite. That's why I use it. Much better than hot glue. And while I'm here and while I got your attention, if you want the 3D carbon mags, I can modify these for you before I post them out to be used with the heavyweight bolts. Currently this is for $225 on eBay with the Steamboat kit fitted. This actual one here, without the Steamboat kit, is around about £200. Okay, so if you want to order the Steamboat kit yourself and fit it, it'll be wherever your import duty is, which I think it's 21% at the moment. Your kit from Steamboat I think is £20, £16.99 postage, I know for a fact, from Steamboat, so that's £36.99 plus 20%, so it'll be £40 for your Springs kit from Steamboat for this magazine, whereas I got one on at the moment for $225. Unfortunately we're paying high import duties and parcels at the moment, so that's the crack on our carbon mag. Right. And the last one to shout out then on this week, on the M16 stocks for your OP360 alligator, £105 on eBay plus postage, because eBay, as you know, takes roughly 7 to 8% of the listing of the deal, and PayPal now takes roughly the same, as they've been now forced to come onshore UK, and they're charging the same more or less as their sister company eBay. In case you know, there was both Elon Musk companies, PayPal and eBay, and Elon wants to send up more rockets. So that's where these are at the moment. 105 plus postage. That's with the alloy fitting kit for the springs and everything, which will be in. Roger, yours will be on his way to you next couple of days, as soon as the springs and the alloy screws, aluminium, stainless steel screws arrive. Right, finally then, merch, haha, right, okay, t-shirts and stuff. If you see my page on Spring, I have at the moment about 9 different types of t-shirt on there. They go from, this is the basic one, this is, I think, is the £17 t-shirt. This is the bottom of the range, bargain, budget, whatever you want to call it. Some of the t-shirts up there are insanely expensive, I think at £34, but they are embroidered, they're made with a good heavyweight cotton, not nylon like this. And same with the jogging suits, the jogging top and jogging bottoms. I think they are overly expensive, but that's whatever Spring to charge, and I just take a cut. I think it's Mike all over on Weapons Collector confirm, I think it's something like 1% or something. It's something like that. I got it actually trimmed right back to make it as cheap as possible for you guys to buy. Incidentally, these are fab. They're about a tenner, the mugs. Really good quality. I've had this now for about 6 months and give it a good going over. Don't you see the honey? And she's gone a little bit discoloured after 6 months. I've shown you this because I'm an honest person. Look on the back of this, see the colour? And that's from pinging it in a microwave. I learned this after the first couple of uses. I noticed the colour starting to change a bit. So if you're going to buy one of these, don't ping it in a microwave. Whatever transfer system they're using on it cocks up the printing on the mug. So don't ping your mug like I've been doing. It buggers it up. So I think that's about everything covered this week. You covered M10 magazine, we've covered AR6 magazine, we've covered the Snake Hunter magazine, we've covered the Daniel Spray Paint is 3 magazine, we've covered the strippers for the AR6, we've covered the magazine for the M10, and we've covered merch. I think we've covered everything this week, guys. Hit the like button, share my videos, I love you, I would be nothing without any of you. So help me out, help the channel, and crack on. Thanks and bye bye. Oh, hopefully I'll have some new teeth by next month as well. Can't wait. Ciao guys.